It's just a weed. It's a maple. There's one there. There's one little guy there. But I want to get this one out of here. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of a belly bow back. This way, if you look at it, see it's got little belly bow, straightens back up. So it's not too bad, but there's not a lot of wood to work with for wedgemanship. And we're all limb bound here and there with this, and believe it or not, right there. So we got to bang it out of here. And I'm gonna send it right through there. I'm gonna try and brush it by that first so it kind of stays in lead. Like you can see, we're inside the timber now, right? So we'll just get an undercut in this thing and see if we can't make something happen here. Let's see what we can do with this thing. This teeny weeny little piece of timber, and I am gonna have to bang it. So I better turn the GoPro on too. Let's see what we can make happen here.
Hello, all my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm glad you're here. This is probably the last tree in this little zone, and it is leaning back most definitely. And these are decisions you make in a small piece of wood. Do you need to get it set up right away, or can you put an undercut in it and still maintain to get your bar in the back and get wedges? Because if you don't, you're stuck. So I knew I could still just go normal show on this, put an undercut in it, clean it out, slip the back cut in, and I got my special little wedge that I use. So here I go, putting the back cut in, having a peek. What's it doing? Because it's resting against some timber up there too. So, but it is a small tree, and it's these small ones that get guys. It's not the ones that give you all the room in the world to sink your bar in and flap wedges around and all that. So you see that wedge I just picked up there? That's that little one that's got the triangular cut out of it. And it pulls me out of the bite here, nice.
So if it was gonna go, it would go, right? I think we know enough about cutting trees now that if this was gonna go, it would go. That would mean it's leaning back, right? That's what that means. Okay, you can see it, it's cut up. I'll show you what we got on the other side. Let's look. I would call that cut up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll just put you guys down here. Does that work? Should we try it? Why not? She's hung up, but she's gonna come. There's no doubt about it, it's gonna come. We double up right away. Go in here, there's lots of wood. There it goes. Did you see that tree go sliding to the sideways there? That's why you don't stand beside a tree.
Top of the morning to you. Wow, what an amazing world we live in. So much on the go. Wow. The news these days is pretty crazy, isn't it? Do you guys watch the news? Do you? Do you believe the news? Do you believe it helps your life? Do you like to be informed? I don't. Because I'm on social media, I have an Instagram and I have YouTube. I get a lot of stuff coming by. You know how it goes, because I surf. I'm connected. I'm not some off-grid hobbit that doesn't. I am, but friends, we all want to believe certain things. We do. And there's other things that we don't want to believe. And I believe this. I'm going to share this with you. I'm so happy you're here right now. I'm so happy that I was cutting trees yesterday, so I'm always in a good mood after I cut trees. I can't really explain it. But actually I can, but I'm not going to, because we don't have enough time for that. It's part of being a man. That's all I can say. It's just part of being a man. Now, I don't care if it's digging a ditch in the rain. It does not matter. When you get barked up and cut up and bleeding and calloused, and you just feel better. You just do. You feel better. You feel accomplished. You feel like you've done something. It's like, I'm sore from that yesterday. I felt good. And you know what I mean? It's just, I can't explain it. Anyway, I'm going off topic. This is what I believe. If you want to see the Sasquatch and you want to believe in the Sasquatch or the Loch Ness Monster, or the fact that what you saw, whatever, if you want to believe it was made up and scripted, or if you want to believe that it's true, you will believe that. And guess what? It's your right. You can have it. Why not? Do you want to believe in this or that, or you want to believe in God or don't believe in God? This is for you. This is your free will and your free life to do. Why would someone condemn you for that? That's the crazy part. I've never understood that. I'm just like, I don't believe what you believe. I still like you. I could still hang around with you. But it's when you start, working me over on some stuff that I start to get uncomfortable. But if we just can carry on like me and the Essential Craftsmen do, me and the Essential Craftsmen, we have completely different faiths or beliefs and whatever that is. But I can't wait till the next time I hang around with the guy. And he's vice versa. We're going to have so much fun down there in Oregon. That's coming up. I'm going off. But listen, this YouTube channel, I told you a long time ago, it ain't going to be just undercuts and backcuts. It's going to be a little bit of what Old Buck and Billy Ray thinks and believes and how he lives his life. And if you can pick up something from that, or escape from your life, or escape from the madness and come here and just have some real time with Old Buckin', that's what I want to do. I'm going to the Paul Bunyan show, and I'm giving myself to the people this year. It's about the people. It's about the people that turn their freaking TVs on with their kids there and watch me and cuckoo and all the fun stuff we do, and build axes and cut trees and just live life and love one another and help one another and give each other the space to move in life and help each other flourish. Not stomp on one another or condemn each other or poke each other in the back when they turn around. We win together. We live together. We suffer together. We win together. That's how it goes. I don't care what country, what color, what creed, religion, makes nothing. It's never made a difference to me. The more opposite, the better, in my mind. You get me? My sandbox is open to every freaking soul in the world. So this little tree, when you run into these little trees out there, friends, just assess your lean. That's step number one. Fallen trees. Assess the lean, and don't assess it from the bottom side. You'll get screwballed every time. Assess it from the back side, like looking up the tree, behind the lay, right? Assess your lean, and fall timber from the behind the lean too, so you can kind of get a good gander on it. You guys have heard me talk about this, but on a small tree, sometimes the back cut, all these whoop-de-doop-de, sharkety-dip, nipple fliplies, you guys know, it's just an undercut and back cut. Whether you got to slip an undercut in first and tap it up out of a wedge and get her high on a wedge before you put the undercut in, sometimes that's a win. Do you know what I just heard, friends? I got so much to share with you. We're taking that log up to the mill today, friends.
She's is on the mill.
We're going up to the mill today, like actually in an hour. I'm going up there. And there's a package coming here today, and I'm kind of excited about it. And I've been talking about trying these things from this company because I haven't, because they build my style of boot. Nick's didn't build my style of boot. Nick's, they built me a set, but they don't offer it to the public. And that's nailed down constructed boots. And I didn't realize that Whites did that. They do. So these folks have, I've commented on one of their videos. They reached out to me in the old Instagram, vice versa. I don't know how it went, but we started chatting. And I'm going to try a set of Whites boots. You folks have been asking me about these boot companies for years. I have a say on every one now almost, except Whites. But I have a feeling the Whites boots are going to be good. The JK experience, it just didn't work. Friends, there's nothing, I have nothing bad to say. It just didn't work. That's all. I was not used to this huge platform. I couldn't get my spurt. Like, there was some issues, right? So that just didn't work. I think they are fairly new in the game. Now, next, they tried really hard. Friends, they did. And that was, I think, mostly because of Grant, who is now with Homestead brand. But Nick's, they tried hard for me, and they actually built me. They redid a set of Vibergs for me and did a redo on the nail downs. And they're actually my go-to boots pretty much now. And my Vibergs. So I'm excited to try the Whites. Super excited. Because my cotton days ain't gone yet, friends. They just ain't gone. Anyways, enough flapskins. I just love yous. I don't know what else to say. I'm just glad you're here. We've been doing this YouTube for a long, long time, friends. And we're going to do it for a lot longer. So I'm glad you're here. Share the videos. Thumbs up, old Buck and Billy Ray. But most of all, you can change your circumstances in your life. It's just that the consistency is key. When you start not thinking about yourself so much and thinking about others, your life will change. It's strange. It just does. In all the freaking words and all the spiritual writings in the world, it talks about being in service of man, woman, and child. Give her a shot. If you're in a spot in your life where you're stagnant or you're not feeling that good about your own world or your own plot, because blame will slow you down. Blaming your parents or blaming your upbringing, you think you've had enough rough upbringing? There's people that have had a lot worse upbringing than yours, and there's people that have just gone on the horse and just kept going. But if you're struggling and you're feeling like nobody understands you, that's your choice to be there. That you've chosen to be alone. Alone is a choice. It's a choice. Don't tell me it's not, because it is. It's a personal choice if you want to be alone and think that nobody understands you. You don't get me. You don't understand me. Why is that? Because you're terminally unique? You've put yourself in a position where you think no one understands you? Why don't you find someone and talk to somebody and dump your garbage, dump your wheelbarrow full of rocks or your knapsack full of rocks. Give it away. Give it to the big fella. Let him pack it around for you, because he will. Lighten the load. You got one shot at this game here. It's about 100 years if you're lucky. I love yous. Thank you for being here. Ewan. Shaklank to you, brother.
Okay, here's what we got for wood. I'll show you. So it wasn't terrible, but oh my, did that let the light in. There's our stump. Okay, right there. Out she goes. We saved everything. We barked up that little yellow cedar. We got this little cedar here. It's about retention right now. See? The maples are kind of a weed, friends. The maples are alders and maples. They're, you know what I mean? We've got some beautiful yellow here. So I'm getting rid of the maples.
Friends, we had an awesome day yesterday on this big farm with this fir, and took the log up to the mill, and we got lots to share with you. I love you, friends. Thanks for being here. Work hard, be honest, and be kind.